Alright, good morning, y'all. It's 4:40 a.m. on June 24th. It's day 83, 42 degrees even. Waking up at 10,000 feet next to Fall River. Alright, good morning again, folks. 5:47 in the morning and 42.7 degrees. Breaking out of camp. Midnight is a very short distance ahead of me. Yeah, day 83. Slept pretty good last night, never got cold. Still sleep with my filter and everything just about, every night, just because it doesn't really hurt me to sleep with that stuff, and frankly the temperature can always be a little surprising out here, so just figure may as well sleep with that stuff, batteries and filter, keep it happy, keep it from freezing. Alright, well, past few mornings, basically every morning on this jump so far, I've been setting an alarm for 4:30. Thought I might explain. The rationale behind that is because the weather forecast has just been calling for rain, either rain or rain and thunderstorms. Sorry if I'm a little distracted. I'm looking for the trail. Typical CDT. Yeah, I've been calling for either rain or rain and thunderstorms every day. And it's certainly been my observation, Midnight's observation, our observation, the observation of anyone who's observing that really. Let me check where the heck I am. That all that rain and weather business seems to be starting up right around 1 or 2 each afternoon, and so what we're doing basically is setting an alarm for pretty early so that we can get up and over and across some ridges early enough that hopefully we can be down low in case weather turns bad. No one minds walking through rain, but walking through lightning up on a ridge is not a great idea. So that's kind of what we're doing with these early morning wake-ups, early morning starts. Not that like starting at 6 is that early, but you know what I mean. Is this it? Oh, we'll go exploring. This doesn't really look like a trail. Not my trail. All right, anyways, yeah, just wanted to explain that anyways. Today is going to be a very cool day, though. We're going to cross Indian Peaks Wilderness, which is going to be, I'm told, pretty. So that'll be cool. There's the trail. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and get going. Talk to you guys later. right, folks. 2:24, 52.4 degrees. Just finished some lunch or dinner or whatever you want to call it. Sat down with Midnight here and had some lunch. I had some, what was it, like a pesto pearl couscous with some olive oil and a pack of tuna, all mixed together. So that was pretty good. Man, boy. Huh. So I mentioned this morning that the reason why we've been waking up early is to get an early start so that we can cross ridges before any potential deluge of thunderstorm opens up on us. And I gotta tell you, man, a deluge of thunderstorm opened up on us, and yeah, it was hailing. It actually, it rained pretty good, but really, for the most part, the rain wasn't crazy, but the hail and the thunder and the lightning that we were seeing up in the sky was humbling, I think was an adjective I used. Yeah, you feel like an animal when Mother Nature decides to humble you. You feel very much like an animal and not so much like a human. Big forces. So we were luckily we had just crossed Indian Peaks, and we were beginning our descent anyhow. But once you hit tree line off that descent, all the trees are just dead. I'm not sure what happened. It looked like a big windstorm at some point. So it's all just standing dead trees, which I'm not sure if that's worse than being above tree line, but it isn't a whole lot better. Yeah, and as we were running, basically jogging downhill, saw shark bait. One of the hikers I just met a couple days ago doubled up, folded up under one of these like trees in the little hole left by the upturned root cluster. And he was just like deep shelter, waiting for the storm to pass. But I think when he saw me in Midnight jogging down the mountain, worked up the courage to climb out of his little hole and jog down with us. Luckily, I know all three of us made it down safely. A couple folks coming. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. A couple of trail maintainers with chainsaws and stuff. I wanted to thank them. Anyways, yeah, so we all made it down. We all three made it down safely, and so that's fine. Decided to have lunch down at the bottom there, like 17 miles into the day. So good time for lunch. So aside from that, feel free to skip this next little part if you don't want to hear anything political. I try to keep this channel pretty agnostic, and I don't really think it's my lane to get political on this channel. But sometimes, sometimes circumstances don't really allow me to ignore things, and today's one of those days. June 24th. Yeah, politics warning. Sorry, guys. Just got a news notification when I was up on that ridge that today the U.S. Supreme Court officially overturned the seminal half-century-old ruling and precedent of Roe v. Wade, which is huge news for our culture and society. Frankly, I think it's pretty huge news for the world. There was that leaked opinion that came out a month ago or whatever, and I wasn't gonna talk too much about a leaked opinion, but I'm not gonna talk too much about this decision either. But I do want to timestamp. This is when it happened. Coming off Indian Peaks on day 83, June 24th. U.S. Supreme Court overturns Roe v. Wade. Yeah, it's not my favorite Supreme Court ruling ever, but I think I'll leave it at that. I don't really have a whole lot more words for that, but there it is, time-stamped. Hopefully that pretty vanilla appraisal of this news didn't offend too many of you too much, but you know, is what it is. Anyways, I'm gonna keep hiking, and definitely I'll check back with you guys at camp. Talk to you then. Alright, good evening folks. It is 8:01 p.m. and 56.4 degrees. Made it to home for the night. Quite a bit further than we had sort of originally earmarked, but the day just kind of kept moving. So anyways, there's my tent. And for the last time in quite some while, perhaps ever, there's Midnight's tent. Full of midnight. Yeah. Yeah, today was a really cool day. Woke up, took care of like just about half of the elevation that we did in the entire day. We did in the first, 5 miles or something like that, getting up to James Peak. And James Peak, I kind of fell in love with it up there, like clouds blowing through, and it was just kind of perfect and beautiful, I thought. Came down off that, and then a long ridge walk, which was really cool. Probably another 5-6 miles up on a ridge. Really nice, and of course that finished up over at Indian Peaks, which was fun. Really cool, sort of bluffs and mountains over there. And then had that lightning storm chase us down off the mountain, which kind of like corresponded perfectly with where we were on the trail anyway, so that worked out. And then saw a few moose just right here coming into Monarch Lake, which is where we're camped up, because there's like a pit privy and stuff, so I don't have to dig a hole tonight. Just jump over to the pit privy tomorrow. But anyways, aside from privies and stuff, on the hike in right here, probably maybe 1/10 of a mile, maybe 2/10 of a mile from where we're camped, saw that mama moose and baby moose, which was really cool. Yeah, man, I mean, really just a good day, just a good old-fashioned day. So 30 miles, a mile of elevation gain or something like that, I don't really know. And then set ourselves up nicely to get into Grand Lake tomorrow. I think we should be like 15 miles, which I'm going to call that a Nero, I guess, like a 15-mile Nero, a pretty heavy Nero, but get into Grand Lakes hopefully for lunch tomorrow, and then of course Cowgirl is going to pick up Midnight, and she's going to, we're going to go our ways, and, keep on hiking this trail, but now she'll have like a recon person ahead of her sending her trail condition updates and stuff, so that'll be nice for her. Anyways, I'm gonna get to it, and I will check in with you guys tomorrow morning.